Hello Rangers, and welcome to Ranger Ruby YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be ranking every single national park that I visited in 2020. Let's go ahead and dive right on in. Okay, now, so before we get into the rest of the list, I would just like to say that I visited 10 national parks in the year 2020, and I visited them all in 1 week in September. So in reality, I could have called this like the top 10 national parks I visited in 2020, but that kind of implies that I visited like more than 10. I also could have titled this video my top national parks that I visited in September, but that also would have implied that I went to more national parks. So in today's video, I'll be going over 10 national parks that I visited in 2020. So coming in at number 10 is Little Bighorn Battlefield National Monument. Now, this national monument I feel like would have bumped up a little bit higher on the list if it had been more open and accessible. Now granted, because of everything that's going on, I understood why it was closed, but like most national parks had something open, like a gift shop or something. This didn't have anything open. There was one dude there who was like taking in cars, but other than that, there was literally nothing there. They did have a nice audio tour, but again, this kind of has to be at the bottom of my list because there really wasn't much happening. And coming in at number 9 is Golden Spike National Historical Park. Now this site, it was really fun. I loved seeing the trains. It was honestly a super cool historical park, but the only reason it's down here is because we saw other cool parks. So 10 out of 10 would recommend, but it is number 9 on my list. And coming in at number 8 is Arches National Park. This national park was super fun. It was very friendly to new visitors. There was just a road, there were a couple offshoots. It wasn't super hard. It was a very easy park. I feel like I would have enjoyed this more if the visitor center was open, because it was kind of like a big national park and we just like saw a little corner of the gift shop and like one park ranger outside, but it was still pretty cool. So I definitely recommend Arches National Park. And coming in at number 7 is Canyonlands National Park. I really loved this park. The views were incredible and the visitor center looks to be really well done. And the park rangers there were all super duper friendly. The only reason this is number 7 is because we were literally there for like 15 minutes. Because Arches National Park was like 10 minutes away, so we literally went in, saw a couple things, and then literally went straight out. We didn't drive through it, we didn't do anything. So the only reason this is a little bit lower than I would have put it is because we were there for a very short amount of time. And coming in at number 6 is Mount Rushmore National Memorial. I loved this park. We got there just as the sun was setting. It was lit up amazingly and I loved it. Again, the only reason this is this low is because there's not really much to say about it. It's a monument, it's way bigger than you thought it would be, and that's pretty much it. If the visitor center was open, again, I feel like this would be higher up, but it was still very cool and the views were incredible. Okay, now we're getting to the good stuff. At number 5, Capitol Reef National Park. I really loved this park, and one of my favorite things about it was in order to get to the other ones in the way we were going through this trip, we literally had to drive all the way through the long part of Capitol Reef. So I feel like I've got a really solid idea and understanding of what Capitol Reef National Park is, and I feel like that's an experience that I didn't get with many of the other national parks. So I really enjoyed this one. And there's so much to say about it, but it's number 5. It's pretty good. And number 4 is Zion National Park. Honestly, the views that were found inside Zion might be my favorite from the whole trip. It was just so stunning, and I was honestly just like so shocked about how the landscape is just so different all across Utah, and that's really shown in Zion National Park. So there's a reason why this is the 4th most visited national park, and there's a reason why this is 4 on my list. And number 3 is Devil's Tower National Monument. Honestly, this national park in person is so much different than any pictures that I've ever seen of the monument. There's just no way to show what even is this monument. Like, it's so weird and it's so cool, and I loved it so much so that it earned the number 3 spot on my list. And number 2 is Bryce Canyon National Park. Bryce Canyon National Park was just full of so many awesome memories, and it was super user-friendly, and I just loved every aspect of the park. Just what it protects, the way we saw it, the weather, the people I was with, the visitor center, the rangers, all of it. 10 out of 10, would recommend this park. Wait, I upgrade it 12 out of 10. And now we go into the big grand finale, the best #1 national park that I saw in 2020 was Yellowstone National Park. I know, you've heard Yellowstone National Park so many times, but honestly, there's a reason why it's so famous. It's so weird and cool and beautiful and awe-inspiring. I literally, you can't even describe it or show it in pictures. It is an incredible park, an incredible experience. I loved every minute, and even just like driving through the park, the whole time I was just like, wow, this is amazing. And it was so good. I loved it so much, every minute of it. I'd go back anytime, anywhere, I'd drop everything, I'd go back. Love Yellowstone National Park. Well, everybody, that is the end in today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up and comment down below with your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. Also, be sure to click that red subscribe button and the little bell next to it to always know when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching again, and I shall see you next video. Bye!